Today I'd like to just quickly go through how I planned and executed a really small project, but the kind of project that can fall by the wayside if you don't treat it like any other. At least for me, I'm really bad at birthdays, both remembering them, oh, so bad, and thinking of things that are fun to do or give to specific people. But this year I did something a little bit fun, for a childhood friend of mine. So I got the idea in April. Her birthday is today, the 27th of May. So I got the idea while I was still in this planner. So of course I had her birthday marked in the calendar. So I knew it was coming up. I had it in my project box here, the home project margin in my monthly booklet. So I was reminded. And in April, 1 week, I just thought of this idea that I would record a song from our childhood. It was a song that someone wrote, and then we wrote an alternative text for it about this boy that we both fancied. And I put it on my weekly as a brain dump, just so I wouldn't forget it. And then when I processed my brain dumps, which I do at the latest on Sunday evening, because then I turn to a new page, I put it in the project section here in the birthday, on the birthday spread. This is a birthday tab and this is a birthday spread, and I have removed some pages here, so I had other ideas for presents here as well that I transferred to my new planner. But anyway, I put the idea here, pick out the chords for this song and record it and post it on her Facebook on the day as a little surprise. And then I actually put it on my next section spread for week 20. Now I moved out of this planner before week 20, so I had to transfer it. But I thought at the latest I have to record it then, which means that I should pick out the chords at the latest week 19. And also decide whether I wanted to use a piano or a guitar for the recording. And then I didn't think any more about it because, I put it in my system. I had my reminders at the times that I needed them on my next section spreads. But then, since I play around with my planner and sort of look through it many times during the day, suddenly one day at dinner, I think, or whatever it was, anyway, I had my husband in the room and I saw these actions that were way in the future, but I thought, this song isn't that easy to pick out the chords for. It's kind of convoluted, so maybe do it while he's in the room and he can help me because he's a musician. So I started picking out the chords and he helped me, and so I went to the birthday spread in the project section and wrote down the lyrics and the chords. And it sat there for a long while until I moved into this planner, which I did at the beginning of May. And remember, her birthday was at the end of May. So I transferred her birthday to the new calendar and the new home project weekly boxes. So that's her here. And of course, I also transferred it. It's always a hassle when you change books, but I put film this song on week 20. And it is week 21, and I didn't do it during week 20 because I just didn't. I don't know, I'm a procrastinator. It's just who I am. So I had to put it on my weekly. I think I put it on, on Wednesday, record the song and then post the song on Facebook today on the 27th. I didn't record the song last night because we sat on the balcony and lapped up some sun, and then we watched an opera not in real life, in our cinema, our personal cinema, our cinema room. You have to explain everything right now because of the pandemic. Anyway, I didn't record it, so I had to do it today because today was the deadline, obviously. And I had this seminar the whole morning from 9 to 12, so I couldn't do it then. But then after lunch, I thought I'll take a longer lunch break and record it. And of course, I remembered that I had the chords and the lyrics in my previous book. And while my lunch was in the microwave, I sort of noodled on the piano and sang this, and I thought, this is really high. I mean, I don't want to make a fool of myself, so more than necessary. So I transposed it to D major, and then I ate lunch, and then I sat for 1.5 hours recording this darn song because I'm not a pianist by any stretch of the imagination. I haven't sung for a long while, so my voice isn't in great condition, so I had to do so many takes. And then when I thought, this has to do, I started the clip. I edited the clip to start with the blooper reel. So I said, do you remember this old song? And then came all the false starts and the mistakes and stuff, and me laughing and cursing and all those things. And then at the end, I sang the song and rendered it and posted it on Facebook. And that's it, really. But I felt like I wanted to take you through the process for such a small project, because big projects may be more difficult to explain, or I don't know. I think it serves as a very clear example of how you can do things. You brain dump somewhere that you will process the idea. Then if you want to act on the idea, you put it, and it has more than one step, you put it on the project spread for that area of your life. And then you think of, what actions do I need to take? And for me, that was picking out the chords, deciding on an instrument, and recording it. And then, putting it on the calendar, putting the next actions on the proper weeks, and then still procrastinating until the very last minute. But knowing where you don't lose the idea, and you don't lose your preparations for the recording, for example, because you have everything in your project section. That's where everything goes. It's sort of reference material, I guess, the lyrics and the chords. So when everything is in your system, sooner or later you will do it, if it's something you sort of have to do or want to do. So I hope that was helpful for someone. I don't know.